Former Texas and Alabama wide receiver Isaiah Bond has officially been cleared of criminal charges, and in a shocking twist that has taken the NFL world by storm, the 22-year-old is now reportedly closing in on a deal with the Cleveland Browns. Just a few months ago, Bond's future in professional football was hanging by a thread. In April, he was arrested on an outstanding sexual assault warrant from Collin County, Texas, just weeks before the NFL draft. At the time, Bond was viewed as one of the most intriguing playmakers in the class, and many analysts believed he would easily come off the board by day 2. The arrest, however, changed everything. Teams immediately backed away, his name vanished from draft boards, and by the end of draft weekend, Bond had gone completely undrafted. Throughout the entire process, Bond maintained his innocence. He called the allegations patently false, and even filed a lawsuit against the woman who accused him, a legal move his attorneys said was meant to defend his name and future. That lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice last month. But the real turning point came on Thursday, when Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis released a statement confirming that a grand jury had returned a no bill on the sexual assault charge. In plain terms, the grand jury determined there was not enough evidence to pursue an indictment. The case was officially closed, and Bond was cleared of all criminal liability. Minutes after the news started circulating online, Bond posted an emotional statement on Instagram. In it, he thanked the Cleveland Browns for believing in him and expressed gratitude that the courts had chosen not to pursue charges. He ended the post with a message that immediately grabbed headlines. "I'm determined to prove the Browns organization and everyone who believes in me right for putting their trust in me." That single line sent social media into a frenzy, with many assuming that a deal between Bond and the Browns was already in place. Fans took to Twitter almost instantly, some celebrating the possibility of Cleveland landing a high-upside young receiver, others questioning whether the team should get involved at all. One Browns fan wrote, "He was cleared. We're about to get a first-round talent for nothing. Sign him now." A different fan on Reddit warned, "The optics are still rough. We better be 100% sure this is the right call before bringing him in." The reaction among analysts was just as divided. ESPN's Mina Kimes noted that the stigma from allegations like these doesn't disappear overnight, and warned that both the media and teams would need to tread carefully. Ryan Clark, a former NFL player turned analyst, was more straightforward, remarking, "Talent gets second chances. The question is whether Bond uses this as fuel." According to a report from ESPN's Adam Schefter, no contract has been finalized, though multiple sources believe the Browns have been monitoring Bond's legal situation behind the scenes for weeks. One AFC scout even described the potential move as the kind of decision that can define a front office, for better or worse. This would not be the first time Cleveland has been willing to take a chance on a player with off-field controversy, and the organization clearly sees an opportunity to add a player who would have been drafted under normal circumstances. There are plenty of reasons for that interest. Even with limited opportunities in a crowded Texas offense, Bond still managed 34 receptions for 540 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2024. Prior to that, he produced 65 catches for 888 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2 seasons at Alabama. At 6 feet tall with explosive speed and open-field elusiveness, he was considered one of the most dynamic receivers in college football. Without the arrest, scouts believe he could have been one of the steals of this year's draft. Now cleared of all charges and hungry to re-establish himself, Bond is being viewed by many insiders as one of the most intriguing low-risk, high-reward options on the market. With preseason just around the corner and teams finalizing rosters, his phone could ring at any moment. While Cleveland appears to be the frontrunner, there is a growing belief that other teams may get involved as well. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: Isaiah Bond's story is far from over. What looked like the end of a promising football career could soon become one of the most improbable comeback stories of the NFL offseason. The charges are gone. The player is motivated, and the league, particularly the Cleveland Browns, is suddenly paying attention again.